Queensland has confirmed its 6th case of coronavirus after a woman returning from Iran was diagnosed with the illness. It's Australia's first case without links to China or the virus-stricken Diamond Princess cruise ship in Japan.
The 63-year-old woman is in isolation at the Gold Coast University Hospital. Authorities are currently tracking down anyone else who has been in contact with her. There have been 24 cases of coronavirus in Australia. 15 have since recovered. Australian health officials are bracing for a coronavirus pandemic to hit our shores, but stress the majority of people who may get infected will only experience it as a mild to moderate cold.
Coronavirus has now hit 50 countries with more than 83,000 cases confirmed and the death toll rising to more than 2,800. The virus contained in Australia for now, but the threat of a pandemic...
We have determined that likelihood has been reached, and therefore that's why we have activated the Commonwealth Coronavirus Pandemic Plan.
The Federal Health Minister meeting with state and territory counterparts.
Australia will face its challenges.
The COVID-19 emergency plan includes potential school closures, setting up dedicated coronavirus wards in hospitals and sourcing alternative staffing arrangements if the doctors themselves fall sick. Elective surgeries could also be moved to private hospitals to free up beds, and domestic companies drawn on to help boost national medical supply stockpiles.
So Greg and I have been having discussions around local manufacturers here in Victoria that might be able to scale up their production.
We aren't sure if we are going to have a pandemic or not. That's not a certainty, but I think it is a very good idea that we prepare for one.
If an outbreak does occur, the elderly, deemed most at risk, will be top priority. Authorities also admitting they're surprised by the low number of children diagnosed with the virus so far.
It's very unusual compared to, say, influenza. We don't yet know whether it's because children might be getting the disease but are so mild that they're not picked up, they're not becoming sick, or whether they somehow are less susceptible. That's going to be a really important thing to find out. But whatever the reason, the fact that we're not seeing lots of children getting sick in China and other parts of the world is a great thing.
Australians urged to go about their business as usual.
No one should go around wearing and wasting face masks.
The prospect of a pandemic is very real, but we want people to continue to go out and support small business, to support their local communities, to travel and enjoy, in particular, as we've said since the bushfires, many of the regional towns and areas up and down the coastline from the east coast to the west coast in our country as well.
Authorities are at pains to downplay panic, but the most likely scenario of how this virus will affect Australia is simply unknown. For now, it's a matter of hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. Andrea Crothers, Sky News.